All right. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Coping with COVID-19. This is really a special session, and my name is Thomas, and I'm so excited to have five of my favorite people, and there are more people coming in. In a way, this was one of the days I was longing to have and really looking forward to have so much wisdom collected into a single virtual room here and for really taking the time and effort to share with one another and also with others who are coming in. um, yeah, thank you so much, and give yourself a gentle round of applause. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Really, I'm so glad. um, One of the things that I've seen a few just I think just yesterday was that even our government, right, is actually coming up with interesting ways to engage with the public to cope with this situation. And one of the things that came up, I just saw it maybe yesterday, was this was on really government official government website, was a list of five superheroes. Okay, five superheroes. I think Vivian has seen that. So you have like the circuit breaker girl, and then you have like the fake news buster guy, and then you have a microbiologist who chases after all the viruses and recognizes all the viruses in the book. And then you have one other person was oh, you have a this was hilarious. You have a Man U fan whose specialty is to keep social distance, to separate people, to maintain all of that, right? And then you have one that I kind of really personally I resonate with. One that is it's a lady. It's called Care Lady, right? Her special power is to really care for everyone and to share the values of empathy and and just purely listening, and just supporting and just being with the person, whatever they are going through, right? That is her, her particular strength, right? And oh, I should, you know what I should do later? I should I should do a share screen on that. I think it's
Yeah.
quite an interesting one. You haven't seen it, right?
No.
I yeah, it was very recent, this one. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm just trying to bring it up. We were excited here. Okay, today, this morning, I'm not sure if you were on Zoom, but this morning, because I think a lot of people are on Zoom nowadays, so it's some slight technical issues that happen off and on. It's something that is expected. Yeah. So I think for a start, before I bring it up and all of that, let's see. Okay. So we just do a little brief intro of one another. Right? Okay, let's start with ladies first. Over to Katrin.
Sorry, unmuting myself.
Yes.
I think
Oh,
everybody
okay.
knows. Hi.
Hi, Katrin. Yeah.
Hey.
Oh.
Hello. You want me to introduce myself, right?
Yes,
Sorry.
please.
Okay. Those who have not met me, I think a few of you we have met before online over Zoom. I'm Catherine. I'm a nutrition therapist, and as a nutrition therapist, I focus on using nutrients, whether it's from diet change or whether it's from supplements, to help people reverse their disease. So I basically reverse or manage their symptoms. So I basically take on cases related to female hormone issues like endometriosis, fibroids, infertility, cysts, as well as cancer cases.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm, mm. You know, I have to add on. Every time,
Okay.
every time Catherine shares something, I have to add on because I always get the sense that Catherine's kind of like selling herself short. She's of all the people that is into nutrition, I think Catherine is probably one of the most sincere people I ever know. right? In terms of her knowledge, she's really to me, as far as possible, up there, and not just up there. She's able. What's her special ability? She's really able to take knowledge that people see it as up there into way down, so that people can actually know exactly what is nutrition, exactly what is carbohydrate, exactly what are the type of carbohydrate that we need to look out for, what not to look out for. All these she kind of breaks it down into really good bite-sized chunks, so that even to this day, I can remember. Okay, how do I know? How do I know what's good carbo? How do I know what's not good carbo? How do I know what is good fiber? What are the colors? That kind of things. It's just these things, and more importantly, especially during this time when I can't really go very far, how can I get the nutrition that I need from the market next door very quickly? One look, I know already. Okay, okay, down, deep, right? So I don't have to start thinking, looking at nutritional content, and reading labels. Even if I have to read a label, I just scan through. I know exactly what to do. So things like that, I feel not many people are able to translate that into every person's language, and that is a very powerful skill to each person, and to whoever who are who will be benefiting from that. So yes.
Rendy got something to say.
Huh?
Rendy got something to say.
You got something to say? Yeah. Okay.
I'm just
back to Rendy.
Oh, I thought you were raising your hand.
You're raising your hand,
this is the light.
Oh, it's the light. Well, it's okay. Thanks for volunteering, Rendy. On to you. You can share a little bit about yourself.
Okay. My name is Rendy. I started this program called Synflow. What we focus on is getting people back to nature and use it as a catalyst to connect with themselves and talk about how nature and us are very complementary, how we mutually support each other, and we should really look at how we can make nature sustainable, because that is like a source of our well-being, I would say. And the other thing that I really focus on is the heart. How do we use the heart to transform ourselves? And I think there's too many discussions about the mind. How do we tame the mind? And we kind of lost touch with the heart.
Yes.
And when you shift to the heart, when I work with my practitioners, they start to see very good results, because a lot of times we have so many things that is when we operate from the mind, we kind of it's actually an uphill battle, right? But when you settle down with the heart and you start to develop that knowing, you start to see some of the things that you are struggling with the mind comes at ease, and you will start to see everything falls into place, and you have a level of openness and awareness that is not in your current space right now. So I bring that to people. And what benefits does it do in 3 areas specifically: self-development, relationship between you and the people around you, and how do we communicate better. So you might see that these 3 things is very simple, but it's kind of fundamental of how we are as a society. So if we sort out these 3 things, it's very powerful.
So sorting out what's going on, right, emotionally and professionally, and in terms of the social aspect as well with family, I think that is a really, really important way to benefit, to help people to increase the awareness of that. And there's so much more, but we'll definitely go into more of that, definitely, Rendy. So you're not off the hook, yeah? Okay. Now on to one of our friends that one of the people that I never expected to reconnect. Right? I really never did. But thanks to Rendy, we managed to get the chance to. We had a good catch-up conversation. I think it was maybe 3 months ago, and I think that was absolutely delightful conversation that we have. We have so much in common in terms of helping the overall society to improve, and yeah, and again, very much in honor of a person I'm getting to resonate more and more with. Right? Okay, over to Vivian, Passion Co. Yes.
Yeah.
You share a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, a little bit is
Just
hello
a little.
everybody. Yeah, my name is Vivian Passion Co. Okay, I'm very passionate about everything that I'm interested in. Okay, and especially I find myself like a talent scout. In fact, when all of you are sharing about what you like to do, I always fall onto the heart of the person. Why are they doing what they are doing? You see, and ultimately, I mean, just now Vincent asked me what do I do. Actually, fundamental, I run the tuition agency. Okay, I do matching. Okay, but I know I can even do more of a matching of all the like-minded people come together in one organization. Okay, to support whatever people want out there. You see, so just allow me to share two things before you all move on to share. I just want to share who about myself. So in the future, you want to connect with me. So my life mission is I like to connect, inspire, empower like-minded people like yourself to pursue the passion in life with purpose, love, and gratitude. So everything of this will sum up who I am. So if you all like to connect someone like me, I'm more than happy. Okay, and in terms of the business vision, okay, what I like to do about individuals, I like to enable each unique individual like yourself to discover your hidden talent through self-awareness. Just like why I'm working with Rendy. Okay, Rendy is working on the first part of being self-aware, which I find is very important. Okay, because if you're not sure about who you are, why are you doing what you are doing, it's difficult to move on to the next stage. And even if you go through that stage, you keep on have a struggle, like don't know where are you. So you see, one by one, I look forward that maybe this, I always believe in everything happen for a reason. So today, by connecting with you all, I look forward that there's an opportunity where we can come together, leveraging our individual talents and reach out to support the world in our best way. Thank you.
Thank you, Vivian. Wow. 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 You see, that's one thing about Vivian. No? She really brings out the passion in people. So much so that, one of our other friends, I seldom see him so animated today. So, but I'm very glad that he is, because it shows that at a certain level, yeah, Vincent knows exactly where Vivian's coming from. So yes, over to Vincent to share a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm Vincent. Okay.
Oh dear, you're on mute. You're mute. Hold on. Okay, there you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a strength architect. Okay. I'm basically, just now Vivian had shared about missions. Okay. My purpose in life is to ignite hope in others, and my personal missions will be in terms of helping individuals, families, and person in recovery from mental health. Okay. To manage the challenge, to discover, to develop, and to use their unique strength, yeah, to overcome their adversities in life and to live a purposeful life. And that's what I do. Okay, I run a small social enterprise. So basically, it started in 2018. Doing this support group, I've been running support group for people in recovery from mental health for the past 3 years. Yeah. And officially, I launched it 2 years ago. This is the second year. Yeah, and we run not just support group, but we provide the healing through coaching and through therapy. Yeah, and also in terms of, we have different interest group. For example, we have drama, we have singing, we have creative arts, we have sports. Engage them, yeah, in terms of their in their recovery of journey. And for our recovery model, we don't just focus on the mental, because people recovering from mental health, they struggling with mental challenges. For my focus is on the 5 aspects: social, emotions, mental, physical, and spiritual. These are the 5 dimensions and helping them. So whatever things that we do, right, we focus on these 5 areas. Yeah, that's about me.
Thank you, Vincent. You actually, the name of the social enterprise is known as Hope Alliance, and it's really about bringing hope to people who have gone through the challenge, and also to inspire the same kind of hope in others who may be going through it. And it's true. I've actually been to some of their concerts, some of their events. It's just amazing how talented these people are. How talented they're just it's just a matter of they're just going through something. But the way once they've overcome, the way they can express themselves is just so powerful. My wife, we have a painting. We have a little chalk drawing. It's a chalk drawing, It's a simple chalk drawing, but this lady, she draws it so finely and so well. And the minute my wife saw it, she just took it and asked nicely, and it was good. It was given and got that kind of thing. So I have one more lost sheep coming in. So bear with me, huh? Okay. All right. So that was so amazing, the kind of work that Vincent does. It's really about supporting and being with each and every person. Yeah. Hey, Zarek, you want to say hi?
Hey, hi.
How are you? How are you doing?
Yeah, good. Yeah.
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 You wanna show yourself a little bit, or you're? I thought you were looking quite good on camera just now.
It's okay. It's okay.
You sure you're all right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not. Very glad that you could join us today. Very glad that you could join us. I know that you were making quite a lot of effort to come by to the other sessions, but I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah. All right. We were just doing introductions of quite a few of us today. I'll let you compose yourself first, and I'll get one of my very dear friends to share a little bit about himself. I'm so glad that we've got another. Okay, right, but people just come in. It's fine. So okay, here we go. Hello, Dean. How are you?
I'm good.
Good to see you.
Sorry, I'm late. I was doing some stuff.
No, it's all good. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that you're being productive and able to handle stuff. And I think that's fine. All in.
You have to keep going, right? No matter what.
In a way, that's true. That's one way to put it. Okay, I'll just let you and Zarek compose yourself first, because we're doing introductions. And
Okay.
okay. So in the meantime, I'll get one of my I'll ask one of my dear friends to introduce himself. Tommy and I go way back. We those of you who have just known me may not be aware that I have written just a tiny small booklet. I'll bring it out from my bookshelf later just to share. But Tommy is so prolific. He's written like at least 14 books on one topic, which is on wisdom, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see why I'm so excited, because we have so much wisdom in the room. Here. So Tommy, going to share a little bit about yourself?
Hi everybody. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can hear? Okay. Yeah. Okay. What I do is I'm a freelancer actually. So I do a lot of things, trying to make a living, but actually not making a living. So since I'm a freelancer, I'm very free. So that's why I do a lot of writing. And then, as Thomas knows, I have written quite a number of books, but they cannot make a living, If you want to make a living, forget about writing books.
What books do you write?
Huh?
What books do you write?
I write on self-help. My main series is called Wisdom on How to Live Life. I have now more than 20 books now. And actually, there's one very interesting coming up. You know what's the topic? It's on COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's not a health book. Actually, a lot of people look at the title, think it's a health book. It is healthcare. Actually, it's none of those. It's I share a spiritual perspective and also a political perspective on COVID. So I think it is quite the things I write is quite rare. I would say actually no other book will share no other author will write what I write. So
yeah, I love it. I love what you say.
You got a fan already. You got a fan. He's just waiting to pre-order, right? Randy's just waiting to pre-order, man.
Yeah. Thomas is Thomas is familiar with my books. He's very good, and we've done many events together, and he's a great organizer. Yeah.
Thank you. A great organizer is nothing without great people. Like I was sharing right from the beginning. I'm just so blessed that each and every one of you is wonderful and very dear to me. So I'm glad that each of you is here with us today. All right. Okay. Let's see. Zarek, you ready to share a little bit about yourself, Zarek? Zarek, are you here?
I think he's on mute.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to invite him to unmute because I think it's by invitation, not by. Oh, there you are. Zarek, you okay? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay. You want to share a little bit about yourself?
Oh, okay. Okay, hi. Okay, hi everyone. I'm Zarek. Okay, I'm doing more like some IT services and automotive add-on enhancement. That's all. Yeah. Nowadays things are quite slow. Yeah.
Quite slow. Yeah. But how are you coping? How are you coping the last few weeks?
Okay, still just nothing much lah. Yeah. It's okay, good.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thanks, Eric.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Eric. I'll keep tuning in. Okay. And on to Dean. You want to share a little bit about what you do? How are you feeling today? You gotta unmute. Yeah.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. So I'm a communications specialist. So I do public relations. I help my clients get media interviews, and the other things I do also is copywriting, and I also do training in communications and employability skills. Basically, to build their profile and to build their branding as a person.
Cool.
That's in a nutshell.
Thanks, Dean. And how are you coping today?
I'm keeping busy with a lot of projects for the post-pandemic reality. I know that. Yeah. So, yeah. So I'm doing a lot of planning to get my PR and writing business purely online, and even my training. I'm doing a lot of productization. So I'm actually more busy than when there was no COVID, but the difference is I'm not earning money. I'm preparing the foundation to earn more money after that, right? Yeah. That's it.
I think that's excellent what you shared, just shared, Dean. It's an opportunity to really pause and reflect and see in terms of the business perspective. It's like from there, how are we going to help our firm build foundation, rebuild this foundation, rebuild what we're doing, right?
I think it's all about rethinking, and since I believe a lot of us have almost very little or zero business, we must take the time to build up the foundation, right, for the next phase or for the next leap. Yeah. So that's what, if I don't do this, then what am I going to do? I'm just going to sit around and think about the negative things.
There are many things to think about, but at the same time, when we are able to channel our energies effectively, it's really about how we're going to rebuild and prepare for the next building. Excellent. That's wonderful. All right. So okay, I think that's perfect. So I'll just put the first question to Vincent. Yeah. How besides specifically for Vincent, right? And everyone else, if for a business owner, right? What are some ways to help business owner to really help to rechannel their energy, even though they're in a confined space like home? And how do they rechannel this energy, and how do they properly, use this energy so that it keeps them sane, while being at home?
Yeah, I think a lot of times, especially, right now also myself, doing a lot of online kind of coaching sessions and meeting. Yeah, it's first said in a way that we need to, first take care of ourselves, self-care. Yeah, and in terms of self-care, what I mean is that most likely the time. Yeah, because sometimes we realize that the sleeping hours, right, there's a change. Yeah, I'm more active at night now.
Oh.
Yeah. So like last night I slept about 4+.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah. And my mind is keep thinking of ideas, what to do. Yeah,
Right.
what's the planning like? Yeah.
Right.
I think it's very important. Also in terms of also to take care of our own health. What maybe we can think of what are some of the things that we need to eat and not to eat. Yeah. But right now McDonald's is closed, so no problem. No fast food for us. Okay. Yeah. Also in terms of our mind, we need to keep our mind kind of active, yeah, and to be positive and not to think about negative stuff. And because we are exposed to all the, social media, cases is, it keep rising. Yeah. And in no time we'll keep 10,000 soon. Yeah. But if you look at the figures, it can be very scary. So you will, kind of keeping we will have like some kind of stress, anxiety. Yeah, some people even experience depression. Yeah, due to time. So keeping ourselves emotionally and mentally healthy is very important. Yeah. Especially, entrepreneurs like us.
Yes. Okay, that's great. Another of our very interesting people have come in. Welcome, Huni. Hi, Huni. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hey, Huni.
Hi.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hello.
Wow, this is perfect. This is like, wow, I'm surrounded by so many wonderful friends. So how is life in Cambodia?
Oh, good. I'm totally enjoying myself.
Totally enjoy yourself, isn't it? Wow.
I was at the island over the weekend.
What happened?
I was at the islands.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Walking on the beach, taking lots of pictures, kind of.
Oh yeah, I was on the boat. I went snorkeling.
Yeah.
Fishing.
Yeah.
You can check out my Facebook Live.
Yeah. So that's one of the very interesting ways of coping with such situation, which is to kind of get away to a place on time and things like that.
Yeah, I think she goes beyond coping lah. She's just having fun. She's not coping at all.
Yes, I think so too.
You're having a party, aren't you? It's like a party every day, isn't it?
I'm living. I'm not just coping, I'm living.
Yes, that's the operative word, right? We've got to find a way to live, right? And in a way, I really acknowledge your spirit, to find the courage to live life, and because life is not just how we might see confined by whatever construct that we might have, but really life is all about the living, right? Life is all about the living, and that's what in a way today is all about. How do we help to support one another, we come from all walks of life. How do we support one another to keep going, like as what Dee was sharing? How do we keep going? How do we keep our spirit up? How do we find the resilience within, right? maybe during this time, I'll just get Vivian to share a little bit about how do we, bounce back from adversities and interesting situations like what we're going through now. How do we find a way to channel and cope? How do you see it?
Right. Yes. At this time, right, I am actually very excited, and I feel that, people, I just feel like, you see, as I mentioned, I like to connect people, and I feel that the group of people now inside here, we are all a group of very passionate people, and I see all the strength, as I mentioned to you, of all individual, and I'm excited. Okay, so this time is for me to connect, all these individual people, and I, after this session, right, I look forward to come into a lot of different sessions to actually connect all the right people to come into the system. Okay, let me share with you a bit of what happened to me in my this COVID situation that Rendy would be aware of. Okay, so this time happened, right? I'm very excited because, of course, sad over situation, but excited over how through me that I can actually help the world in my own unique way. You see, so allow me to share with you. There's actually situation happened where, we are looking at the doctors, nurses supporting all these COVID cases for the patient thing, and I was thinking to myself, what can I do to support in my own way? And what I do is that I actually launched two this initiative. One is called United We Must, putting on the mask. Okay, what I want to share with you this thing is that, there's this journey where when I do this initiative, right, I was thinking for the good of the people, but there are things happening that I want to share with you from beginning till the end what happened. So just a little story to just to share so that you all know what I do. So I was keep looking at all the news, and I was thinking that it's so important to put on a mask, okay, to protect yourself and protect others, because you don't know what will happen on the opposite person. You see, so when I launch out, Rendy, when I launch out that night, and I messaged to everybody because I find it so important. So when I believe something important, I launch out, and what happened is that when I receive certain information, it actually tempered my spirit. My friend texted me and said, "Hey, why put on a mask when you're well? Government was saying that we should not waste the mask." I was taken aback, and another group was telling me, "Vivian, this is supposed to leave it for the doctors and the nurses." When that happened, right, I was like, oh my goodness, a pure intention. Am I doing something not too right? So I was a bit ups and down, that day. But the next day, my friend sent me a message that got someone supporting me. That is PM Lee wife, Ho Ching, Madam Ho Ching. So Ho Ching was encouraging people, to actually put on a mask. So I was feeling like, wow, that's a very comforting thing, at least someone out there aligned exactly what I'm thinking about. Okay, and then this is a whole story. So what happened is, I'm not sure, are you aware that, I jumped a little bit, sorry. So what happened is that I also launched this SG United, Parent United, because I was expecting what happened when there's a lockdown. Because I'm in education, I do all these tuition agencies applying tutor island-wide. So I was a bit concerned. So what happened? There's a lockdown. So I formed this SG Parent United, so that parent out there, if they got some situation about education for the child, at least they got the support. So this is another group I formed. Okay, so when I formed this, and just to highlight, because I was last year got Mrs. Singapore Asia Pacific, I was being crowned. Okay, and my this organizer actually observing me that I've been aware of. So on 7th of April, I launched initiative on 1st of April. So 7th of April, I received this message that I was being crowned PKS, Crown for Compassion. Well, it's really how should I say? It's actually a fuel for me to keep moving, to support people. You see, so sometimes when you're going the journey, you may be wondering that how many supporters will really support you, and you're wondering, when people start to say something like, why you're a bit taken aback, and it's really not easy to overcome. And in fact, I cried, and I said hello to Rendy. I was like, people say this is an international thing, you must be careful when you do all this kind of thing. But I'm so pure to just wanted to do something right. So when I'm down, so important, must find someone that really understand you, which I find is so important. So that's why I say that this group to me, I I really value, and I hope there's more things can happen in the future moving forward. So so when I talk to one person, I feel so down, and then when I call Rendy, then I go up again. You see, so the journey of seeing flow, as what Rendy was doing, really helped me a lot in my journey and expand me. And when Rendy said, "You are doing fine, keep going, go with the flow," I say yes, and I go again. So this is who I am. So if you are someone who plan, cannot move on, you find me as a partner, I will move very fast. Yes.
Yeah, that part is true. That part is true, definitely. Yes.
Yeah, so that's my strength and my talents lah. That's what I highlight to you. So sometimes people, and I enjoy every person have different strengths and weaknesses. So I want to share with you what I have. You can feel free to leverage on me. That you think, talk to me. I'm more than happy. Must be a pure heart to do what you really want to do for the world. So that is my criteria lah. You see, so just to share with you, whatever the journey. And then after that, right, sorry, I talk about Ho Ching, right? So what happened is, one day Ho Ching was get bombarded in this Facebook world, Ho Ching, okay? But I sent her a text, and I appreciate her. I say that, do you know that, I was also in the journey, sometimes people say good and bad about me. But I told her, Ho Ching, do you know that your one post give me fuel to move on? You see, so I feel good that I'm able to just inspire that one person to keep moving. So that's what I really enjoy doing. So this is what it expands me to keep on, reaching out to more like other people. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Vivian. And Vivian mentioned SyncFlow earlier, right? And what I can share is SyncFlow was it's been created by Rendy, and maybe Rendy just share a little bit about an overview on what SyncFlow is about.
Okay. Okay, I will say that SyncFlow is something that I created, but it's on top of a program that is started by MIT Presidency Institute in America. So we always see that MIT as is a university that deals with technology, but they do have a social wing that handles uplifting of social awareness around the world. And they use it at a very large scale in the global scale, where they bring different stakeholders to come together and look at the sustainability of society. I kind of on this journey, to find something like this that's in line with my yoga practices. I'm also a yoga instructor for 10 years. And this thing comes together, and when this thing comes together, it creates a fusion. And that fusion is SyncFlow. And on top of that, actually, there's a lot of education I went through. I'm also part of a accelerated business school called Dot Business. And I'm not sure some of you kind of know Marshall Turber. So Marshall Turber is one of the founders of the Money on Youth program in 1970s, 80s, that time. And they are the first to start these type of programs. And they are very high profile in America. And subsequently, I think for the next century, around 1980s or 1990s, it started to spread around the world. Yeah. And there's a lot of graduates in this program. And Future of Business is something that Marshall Turber kind of started only I think the last 10 years, not wrong. So when it comes to Singapore, I'm kind of excited because I don't go to all these programs. And if you talk to Vivian, she actually invested a lot of money in different programs, not like me, very selective. Why Marshall Turber? If you talk about, Anthony Robbins, he's the one that is behind all these great speakers and great leaders, top leaders. And they went through this program when they are, maybe younger than me. And they are the ones who are ready to step up on this journey. So I'm actually looking at myself. I have so many things available to me to make things happen, but I'm holding myself back for so many years. It's only recently, because I believe on this journey, talking about MIT Presidency Institute since 2017, when I discovered this program, I've been on their Open EduX. It's available. The program is available on EduX. You guys can actually look it up. And I recommend, if you have time, especially if you have time right now, to go for it. It's a free course. I'm not sure about when they are actually running it next, but I can share the presencing.org. And that's a website that you go to kind of understand more about this program. So where do SingFlow comes in? I look into bridging the gap of social awareness, which is something that they identify as a problem. And at that time, I'm just thinking, I want to contribute to society and this human society where we come together. How do we create an ecosystem that's sustainable? Because I think Thomas kind of know me. I'm in different communities and also part of a yoga society. I experienced previously other communities I've created. I noticed that it's only a handful of people doing the work, and other people just leveraging on it and participating. Right? I feel that that's not sustainable over time. How do we activate the right people, to come in together and really create a huge impact in society? And that's something that is related back to what Vivian is saying, and that's why we connected and we work so nicely together. Is we are on the same mission, although we do not connect that every day or weekly, but when things happen, we are there to support each other, and we kind of know, our mission, what needs to be done. So her focus is more on the parents, and my focus is more on the trainers. Right?
Yes.
Why the trainers? Because a lot of times when we deliver trainings, we are working at the perspective of what we understand and what we see. Right? In SingFlow, we go deep into understanding the different aspects of the whole. That's part of the practice that is introduced by MIT Presidency Institute. But they use it as a tool. I convert it based on my training as a yoga instructor into a practice. Right? And there's some aspect of energy, feel around that. And I can actually share some science that's behind it. It's something to do with quantum physics and talking about the unified physics theory and all these things that come. So I started this program without knowing that, but things start to connect. And that's why, Sing stands for synchronicity. And when you're in flow, things start to happen, and they happen in a very short time. And that's also experience of abundance. There's so many things that's happening out there right now. We see that, a lot of things is depleting because, all this problem that's happening, but the money is still going around, right? There's a circulation of money, right? It's everywhere. You just need to see, where the money is going and how you can, be part of the journey, to tap onto it, part of that flow, right? When you start to understand that, you see that, wow, there's so much opportunity out there. You're not surviving, you're thriving, right? And a good example is Pony. I'm not sure if she, yeah. She's there. She's a very good example of, thriving. And she's, that smile on her face.
Yeah.
Having so much fun. Yeah. And so that's how we should live our life going forward. And another important message is because when we're happy, when we're thriving, right, our immune system goes up. Right? And when we have more energy, we are also helping the people around us. Because energy is very infectious, right? So we are infecting people with good energies rather than when we're down, we are infecting them even worse. Even because energy kind of feeds on each other. When it's good, it feeds on each other. When it's bad, it really goes into a very bad circulation, and I think everybody is affecting each other right now. When you're feeling down, a lot of times you ask yourself why you are feeling down. There's different aspects of this work also, because we talk about the individual body, the social body as that's people that are close to you, and humanity as a body. right? So all these energy fields is within and around us. So when you experience stress, it might not be you, right? It's the people around you. It's the news that you read, right? It's the audio that you listen to. You know, it's all over the place. But if you start to focus on the positive side and really listen into, you know, what's the positive outcome. I think one very positive outcome that I see, because I'm part of a lot of communities, is, you know, people are really coming together to look into, you know, how do they support each other more than ever before, right? Because it's always these things that happen that's global, where people really start to come together and support each other. Yeah, and that's amazing. Especially, you know, bring back to Vivian, you know, what she has done is a very good example, right? She connect to somebody that she don't know, right? And you know, this thing is very infectious. So I hope that, you know, this webinar today, we are actually spreading this good message that, you know, things is going to be fine. You need to lift up your energy, you know, to bring goodwill to people around you. Right?
Wow.
And one thing that I want to highlight is this simple practice. What I'm so excited about it is you can actually get into that zone within minutes, and it's doable. Right? And it can be in any state. It's a choice that you want to make for yourself, that you want to make a shift. And it can be instantaneous when you start to realize, you know, that you are part of, you know, this greater vision where, you know, humanity evolves and you have a part to play.
Wow. Thank you so much, Rendy. You know what, bro? You know what? Right there, today, that's you. I've watched you share, right? You know, last few while, right? But today, that's you. That's your essence. You know, that's the
today I start to realize one thing is, you know what, although I created with Synflow, but there's this bonding that have been happening, right? So today I would say that I'm Synflow.
Yeah.
Because I can't really bring that into my essence before. But today I start to realize that, you know, all this journey that I've been through and all this that's happening. Yeah.
I see you, you know, I see you. I really do. Today I see all of you, right? We have like, you know, wonderful, bright people in the room. You know, today is so bright. You know, I don't have any sunglasses, but it's so bright. You know, you guys are brilliant. All of you are brilliant. You know, each and every one of you. You know, and especially, you know, Rendy, take this, right? Take this. This is your...
I think the extra light also helps.
Yeah, maybe give you more energy. That's you right there. It's absolutely, you know, and you're right. It's been waiting to emerge, and it's come out, right? Absolutely. Wow. You know, okay, most of us probably have been through this journey, but it's also for those of us who might be still on the way. There's so much talk about, you know, fear of this, fear of that, and everyone is like, among some of the other things was fear of death, and then everyone is like saying like fear of death and fear of loss and all that. It's like the number one fear. But actually, in this room, we know that fear of death is not even in the top 5 of what we're afraid of. It's not even in the top 5. Okay, fear of death is maybe like 7. You know, right? But what's the number one fear that each of us have already begun to make that breakthrough? What's that number one fear that everyone's afraid of, but they dare not say? Actually, that's a clue. The number one fear, if we recall, the number one fear is the fear of speaking out. It's the fear of speaking what we feel. It's the fear of expressing who we are because we are thinking of what this, what that, what other, you know. And to me, one of the powerful things about this situation is that it gets us back in touch with who we are, so that we begin to express ourselves truly to, first and foremost, the people that matter the most to us. Why? Because they deserve it. They deserve the best of who we are and the essence of who we are. They're the ones who spend each day with us. They're the ones who spend each day, our best days, our not so good days. But as far as possible, let this period be the time where we give the best of ourselves to the people who see us the most. Once we are able to anchor that, whatever business, whatever venture that we get into will be all right, will more than thrive, because our clients, our suppliers, they can see that we're a family person. They can see that we care for people. They can see that we know, if it's our staff, we know it's time to go home. They know we mean it, because we also want to go home. We also want to be our family. We know what it's about, right? They can also be able to support us, that when it's time, they know that we also feel their pain. If they need to take a pay cut, 20%, whatever it is, bad news, they can more than able handle it. That kind of passion, that kind of willingness to communicate authentically, that I'm sure Dean will agree with me, that is powerful communication. Okay, so take that home.
Can I share too?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, another angle to fear. Sorry, talking about, you mentioned the top is to speak up, right? And there's one thing that I also noticed, and another angle, that we are actually afraid of our own light, how powerful we are.
Yeah.
I look at that quote, many years ago and see, how can that be? That's the question I asked back then. And when you start to level and you start to evolve and you start to do, things that is beyond what you can imagine, and you start to realize that, wow, I mean, there's so much that you can deliver.
Yeah.
Not holding yourself back, so that is the ultimate, I feel, that fear of really stepping up. Absolutely. And it's actually very close to what you're saying, talking about voicing out. And voicing out is actually, or maybe the first step, right? To do that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And, so that's one. Two is, at this point of time, I know we are shifting, right, to what we are doing, and I'm actually doing everything. One thing that I have learned on my journey is, because a lot of people are down at this point of time, right? They are actually looking for a supporting hand. Right? When you are at this phase, it's good to, offer your hand, to say, oh, okay, connect with your clients, connect with whoever you have been very close to, get that connection to kind of, first is when you start to help others, you empower yourself, right? And you empower them at the same time. When this is over, right? Who's the first person they will think about? Yeah, it's going to be you, right? Yeah, because you offer your hand when everybody is mind their own problems. And yeah, I think that's a very powerful message that people can really execute at this point of time. Really look into, what are the things that you can offer right now. Right? If you are short on cash, just a message to us, how are you doing? How are things? Do you need any help? Right? They might open up and share about certain things, and you guys connected, and just like that, right? It's very fast. Yeah. So do that, because I'm doing it for myself also. So I'm just offering it to everybody here.
Absolutely. Thanks, Rendy. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's just amazing, right? If you can't handle your light, then wear sunglasses. I don't have sunglasses, so sorry if I'm blinding you, forget it, okay? It's okay. But speaking of help, it's true, because people do reach out. There is a food bank. Basically, it's a food bank. It's called Willing Hearts. Apparently, they're running out of plastic containers. So they're really looking out for plastic containers, because apparently this Friday they'll be out of plastic container. Yeah. So I know Huni's like, don't go plastic, do whatever. do something, paper, something, whatever. Right? It just so happened that it's plastic container, but
actually that's a good opportunity right there. You see,
yeah, you're gonna give
it's
an
good to
alternative.
convert them into something that's more sustainable, right?
Absolutely.
You got anything to highlight on that?
Yeah, because
He's
these are
already.
yeah, because these are food bank, right? Food bank to people who don't have food. So how do we bring that to them, right? They may not have containers and things like that. So how do we, I think it's a perfectly relevant thing, actually. Yeah.
So they have to learn how to bring their own containers.
Bring their own container.
Get food.
Own tingkat.
No, I said they're distributing to people who cannot feed themselves, basically. Yeah.
If you really want to think about going green, you just think about what our grandparents used to do. I mean, I asked my mom, what did they go to do their marketing? They bring a basket.
Yeah.
If every one of us bring a basket, we don't have to take plastic bags, right?
There you go.
So it's just
that's a shift.
Yeah, it's just it's not that long a shift. It's my parents, which means she lived that generation. It's not like 5 generations up. It's so much of a shift, right?
Yeah.
One generation is one shift, one level of shift. I mean, can we do that? It's not that difficult.
I think we are too complacent as a society. I think that's also one thing that to take note. Yeah.
Sorry, can I
Vivian. Vivian wants to share something. Yeah.
Yes. Can I ask all of you a question? If right now you feel very stressed and you want to find one person that you can talk to, that the person will be very open to receive without judgment, right? Who inside here really got that one that there's no judgment at all? Anybody have one with you that in this time or any time you have someone with you when you are stressed, when you have anything, you can have someone to talk to? Everybody here have?
More than one.
Huh?
I'm fortunate to have more than one that I can talk to.
Now,
and I have two. No, I have 3 here.
Oh.
Yeah.
What I can share. Yeah, go ahead, Vivian. Go ahead. Yeah.
Sorry. So what I want to share with you is that, I mean, of course, ideally, if you have that, it's fantastic because it's really important. To find someone. To me, I find that this type of journey, right, it's really important to find someone that's no judgment, that when you are up and when you are down, and that you can just say out whatever thoughts you have, like what you mentioned, open up. That you are not fearful that when you say, even your spouse, sometimes you can't even open up because when you say it, the other party, sometimes it's not about love or not love. Sometimes they just cannot receive the information you're going to deliver to them, and then you are stuck. You see. So therefore, basically, based on the scene I'm looking at right now, where Rendy in the center, right? You know what So what I was mentioning to you all just now about ecosystem, where everybody doing what you are good at, and sync flow is really a center, a core. That's how I believe in. When Rendy say now sync flow is Rendy is sync flow, I think it's so true. Because he really up to that level, everything comes no problem, type of thing. But not everybody can up to that level, I believe. You see. So therefore, knowing Rendy today here.
Sorry, I'm still working on it. Just to let you guys know, because I'm not got. Okay, I
of course. But then it's a level by level type of things, like just sharing based on my experience. That if you're someone that you're suddenly feel that you want to talk to someone but you don't know, right? Since Rendy been talking so much, so that is one of the good connection that I want to refer to you to talk to if you need to. If you don't need that, it's fantastic. But if you need to, so there's someone out there, no judgment. You can just be open and share anything. And then after you share, oh my goodness, you just feel good and you can up and move again. I think that's really important than to stuck. And then you can stuck for a few days and you don't know who to support. You see, just to share.
Thank you, Vivian. In fact, since Vivian brought it up, how about there are 9 of us here?
Yes.
Can we, each of us, be that? So can we be each of us to the 9 of us, to the rest of the 8 of us? Why not? Right? Why can't we be that community? Be that listening ear of no judgment, no whatever. Yes. So that at any time, let's say Catherine needs to talk, Catherine, let's say Catherine needs someone to listen to. Catherine has 8 choices. Pick one. Pick one per day if you need to, or 1 per hour if it gets a bit urgent. We never know, right? Hey, can I have an hour with her? That's it. You got 8 hours covered. You know what I'm saying, right? So that's abundance. That's creating that. That's being that. To create abundance, to access abundance. My personal take on it is, first, I am abundant. I resonate.
Yes.
Yes,
my very.
Just now you talk about this, right? I have something more to share.
Yeah.
Later I'm going to share another link. It's called Bones Dialogue, right? And I'm not sure where dialogue actually really started, but tracing back to how deep this process is, and it's part of because he's a physicist, came out with this folding and unfolding theory where you really go deep into the sense of self, and you use sensing as part of that conversation, and it's actually beyond words. And there's something
David Bohm, right? This is David Bohm.
David Bohm, yes.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Yeah. So MIT actually uses that, as part of their multi stakeholders management, and that's what they do, right? So I started a group in 2018 November to practice that, and I've been doing for a while. So the ins and outs. Also, that is the seed to create SimFlow.
Cool.
So I want you guys to really look at that website and pick out as much as you can from there. That will help with your the way you actually see conversations and how you can improve relationship from there. Yeah. But I mean, it's all over the place. But SimFlow, I kind of consolidate everything under practice.
Yes.
But it's a good place to start to kind of understand, what's this about?
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Rendy. Fantastic. We'll probably get Vincent to do some closing remark today, because in the interest of time. Something to close with, Vincent, after listening so patiently today?
Yeah. We're looking at all of you. I mean, we have different strengths. Yeah. And in this period of time of, uncertainty, how are we going to utilize our strength? And not just for ourselves, so in terms of helping others. And to recognize our strength and develop it, and then we use it, for others as well. Like what Vivian, right, Rendy, very good. And I hope that, apart from here, that means we can, for the good of others, do something, because even as a group right now, forming
yes.
innings.
Yes. You like what you see so far, Vincent? Not too bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This each of you, each of you are connected to me somehow, and somehow connected to each other, and now we connect everybody to everybody. You guys know what I stand for, so we just let the community grow. I think that's what it's about, right? Very good. So, yes.
Actually, I don't really know what you stand for.
What I stand for? Look at all these people, man. Look at all these people. Look at all these people.
Group, right?
This is what we're about. This is a community. Yeah, I know. So now you meet more people, right? So this is some of our community of entrepreneurs, right?
Yeah,
we are on a journey.
I've met Vincent before.
Sorry?
I've actually met Vincent before.
Yeah, there you are.
Vincent, Vivian, and Rendy.
Oh, you met them? You met Vivian?
I know them.
Oh. Wow.
Now the world is all connected.
There we are. Yeah, we're all connected, right? So
I am on a lot of different platforms, and I'm creating my own chat. I have a lot of WhatsApp chat groups.
Yeah.
So I don't have like a web presence yet, because I haven't had the time to really organize my stuff that I'm doing, because I'm doing quite a few things. Yeah. So I do have a few chat groups. Like I created one, is called Coping with COVID. You send me I'll send you my WhatsApp number here, and then you can PM me, and then I can add you guys into that
We'll all
chat.
be in a group. Don't worry, Winnie. We're all in a group.
Yeah, it's quite a few things. So because I have eco projects, I have few eco projects going on. Food sustainability is something that I'm into. I'm in Cambodia now, so basically the whole big word sustainability. So there's a few things that I am doing which can actually help people financially, as long as they're open to the platform. It's network marketing, but it's I do choose the products, and it's really like health related and stuff. So I am actually in a few network marketing companies, which can actually help a lot of people financially now. So not just about the whole green thing, but job wise, I do have a few opportunities as long as people are open and willing to step up, to take that position. Yeah, because there's a lot of people who are just talking, but when it comes to doing, they're like all excuses and all that crap. Yeah. So
So we're all a very supportive community. We're all on different stages of the journey. The idea of this community is really about walking together, journeying together, supporting one another, practical ways. That's what we're about. That's what it's always been about, and and then together we just take the next step and go to the next level, step by step. It's that's part of life. It's part of living. Yeah, I'll send you all my photo of my book. You can scan. Connect with me personally. I know Vincent's dying to see my book. You know what? Later I'll just send it to you. Okay, I send it to you. I'll post it to you. Okay? I know. Because this is probably like the third time or fourth time that I mentioned it. So yeah. This is like, where's my book? Where's my book? Okay. All right. Okay. So thank you all. Thank you all so much for this. Right? I'm sure that each of you. Yeah. One more thing.
So we have a garden that is ongoing at 10 Windsor Road. Right. So if you guys want to go and do gardening, connect with nature, get grounded, touch soil, and come let me know. I'll add you into that chat group.
Fantastic. If you're doing like a 1 hour Zoom on something like how to garden or what are the farms in Cambodia or something, just let me know. We do a Zoom on that.
So I have a few partners in permaculture and composting that we're going to do. So we have slowly building that whole ecosystem there. So it's coming into place now.
Yes.
So we could be even coming up with a home kit for you to do your own composting, like hopefully this week or next week.
That's good. Hey, I think if you do a Zoom on that, you get a lot of people coming. I'm sure.
Yes, I think Thomas has a very good idea. Remember the walkabout that you did on the beach, right? You can do it in the farms to kind of show, okay, what is this, what's that? Then people are interested to find out more. Then they will connect with you. You can start with that, create awareness.
Yeah, because facts tell, stories sell, and a picture tells 1,000 words. So, and a movie,
we'll have a range of all those mindful practices at the 10 Windsor Road. So we also need volunteers to come and help to do the gardening, because every weekend something is happening there. So gardening is still able to do at this time because it's considered essential services. And then what we do is what Nazar is doing, they're practicing like you mask up and then you keep like 1 meter away from each other. I don't know how they're doing it because I haven't been there for like 2 months. So they're doing like somebody wanted to visit, so they said, okay, we will stand like 1 meter away, but we will do it through a WhatsApp call, and then he'll explain like what's happening and things like that.
I think that makes sense. I think that's fine. I think you're fine. I think Nazar's a good guy. We should connect with Nazar soon. Yeah.
So if you want to do gardening or anything, we'll link up. I'll link you guys up, and then you can still go and visit the space. And because we actually have the car park space, which is like a much bigger plot of land that we can use. We already have talked with the landlord that she's okay with us using it. So we have to start building it, putting it in place, and we really have like kind of the plan of what to do, where we have the So it's ongoing. So every weekend they actually dare to do some works.
Yes. Yes, that's true. So if anyone wants to do some gardening, I think it's fine. Yes. Thanks, Huni, for that. Thank you. Thank you. Anything to share, Tommy? You good?
No.
Tommy's very happy. Tommy's happy every day.
Yeah, sure.
That's one of the things I love about Tommy. He's, after whatever that challenge after a whole series of life challenge that he's gone through, he maintains joy and happiness. That's really you guys talk to Tommy. He's wise beyond his years. Wise beyond his years. Seriously. Yeah. All right. Okay. And Vincent, talk to Catherine, okay? If you're staying up 4 a.m., you talk to Catherine, okay? Yeah, okay. All right. Thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you, Vince. Thank you, Vincent, Rendy. Thank you, Tommy. Thanks, Huni. Thanks, Catherine.
Bye.
Thanks, Eric. Bye. Receive.
Okay, bye.
Receive. Okay. All right.